Hello, my little Cybies. It is time for the weekly art stream. Hang on, I need to get my music going. I'm in the wrong playlist. Oh, and the tomatoes are already flying. We're so back, guys. We're so back. Alright. Let's want to shuffle it. There we go. Awesome. And my little buttons should be working today. I said they should be working today! Is it still not capturing it? Did I not? I said show the mini player. I said show the mini player. I'll switch to the mini player. Where is the mini player? It's just not appearing on screen. God fucking damn it. Anyway, how is everyone today? Fine, go back to the main iTunes then. What broke all my graphics before was, I had updated OBS. Oh wait, here it is. It's down in the corner, but why is it not capturing? It's acting very strange right now. But yeah, I have this little thing that puts, like, little retro effects, like little bloom effects and little glitchy effects on things, if you've noticed. Alright. I think we're good. My encoding got overloaded for a second because everything was lagging. I think we're good now. Still not capturing the thing, though. Would be nice if I could show you what music I'm playing, but, I can click on it now. This is Dated, by the way, who I play on my stream a lot. I redirect you guys to a lot. No, iTunes, you're not supposed to be capturing Clip Studio. Please, iTunes, please. Please. Alright, for whatever reason, this doesn't want to work today. It's supposed to capture the mini player, so you guys can see... what song is playing. It doesn't want to do that today. Yeah, hang on, I might just have to close iTunes and open it again. It wouldn't be one of my streams without me saying it wouldn't be one of my streams without some kind of technical issue, huh? Alright, let me reopen iTunes and see if I can get this working properly. I mean, my whole stream setup is just kind of cobbled together by me, so it's not like it's an official, official professional thing. Everyone likes how I draw Amethyst. Thank you. I give her a bit of a cheek. She tends to have just a round-ass head in canon, but I give her cheeks because, I don't know. I also give Pearls curves. What can you do?
Bylonic sent a super chat. I tabled at a con all weekend, so I am so ready for a chill stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be mostly a chill, short art stream, this week. I'm going to be doing an episode discussion for Hazbin Season 2 tomorrow at 5.
At
my
Rock
time,
Josiah
so...
sent a super chat. Scuff tax.
Yeah, scuff tax. Pay me money for being scuffed. But yeah, so we will have an episode discussion stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll always do discussion streams the day after an episode comes out just to give people time. Because the last 2 times I've had to do it because the episodes came out on my Wednesday stream. So, yes. Show mini player. Show the mini player. Now capture the mini player. That's what I want you to do, silly thing. It appears it doesn't want to, though. What if I take off the filters? Hang on a second. Maybe that's part of my problem here. Oh! It's capturing iTunes itself and not the mini player. That's a problem. Window title must match. How's that? Okay, well... that works when I take the cropping and padding off. Maybe that's the problem.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. The day we get a Psy stream with 0 tech difficulties is the day we know Psy's been body snatched lol.
Exactly. So, okay, maybe I can redo this. I don't know why this, of all things, is what stopped working. Whenever I updated iTunes and then immediately downgraded it again because it broke a bunch of stuff. Okay, here we go. Now we're tinkering with portals, guys. Now we're tinkering with portals. You're seeing behind the curtain. You're seeing behind the curtain. It's not perfect, but, oh, because I don't have the CRT effect on it, I don't think. It wasn't really the retro effects that's the problem. See, I got all these weird little effects on it to make it like, for whatever reason, the other cropping and padding just decided to stop working. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Now the animation doesn't want to work. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, stream, for breaking constantly. Position effects. You're supposed to slide. You're supposed to slide down and then back up. Silly thing. One day I will show you all how to make a stream just like mine that breaks constantly, but... Okay, the transitions just don't want to work. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine! It's all fine! At least you guys can see what music is playing now.
Bodied Aramedi114 sent a super chat. Cross mark emoji. What did Lio do this time? White check mark emoji. What didn't Lio do this time?
Should we just go right into Lio Convoy, guys? Because that's what you're all super fucking curious about. Is that what we should do right now? Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, alright. So let me bring up Distracto-Tron, which still works. Oops, I'm in my notifications. Lio Convoy recently on Slug TV's stream, so not his own, of course, said some weird fucking shit about all Middle Easterners and all South Asian people being pedophiles. So let's listen to that. And we'll have a palate cleanser with Hazbin Hotel, which is far less offensive than Lio Convoy.
Jesus, what audience?
So to my understanding, this is how this happened, right? So you had the same stupid take.
In the Middle East and Southeast Asia.
So pedophiles.
How are people in the Southeast Asia and the Middle East pedophiles?
Yeah, the middle one. Let's go ahead and answer that one. Hold on, I got this.
Culturally.
Hey, question for you, Rifleman Jay. The Middle East, what is the primary dominant religion of the Middle East?
I'm pretty sure it's either Islam or any other foreign religion.
No, it is Islam. What's the name of their big prophet? Do you know?
Oh boy, this is gonna get me canceled.
Like Allah, Muhammad. Those are the only two people I know from there.
Okay, Muhammad. And what was the age of his bride?
What was it, like 6 or 9 or?
9. So gee, I wonder why Middle Eastern cultures that are primarily Islamic, Muslim, would be okay with a take that says pedophilia ain't so bad. I wonder why.
What about South?
Here you go. Anybody of Middle Eastern descent, because Islam is the primary religion of the Middle East, must be okay with pedophilia, according to Lio Convoy. Hey, Lio, how old was Mary? Traditionally. And yes, the slot block follows me. A lot of these little bitches follow me. I wonder what he'd have to say about this. But it gets better, guys. It gets even better. Now let's listen to why he thinks all South Asians are also pedophiles.
Southeast Asia, like Cambodia, Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia, Marshall
Lolicons.
Islands. What?
Lolicons. Those areas are actually pretty massive into the Japanese neat culture, in which case lolicon is a large aspect of that.
You heard it here, guys. People in Cambodia, Indonesia, and Myanmar are really, really into Japanese neat culture. So are you Chinese or Japanese? Lio really thinks the only Asians are, like, Japan and China, maybe Korea. I can't even be sure he knows Korea exists.
Feel free to research that at your leisure.
Feel free to research that every sea country is so influenced by Japan, they're all into lolicon. Because obviously everyone in Japan is also into that. And into neat culture. every single Japanese person totally is cool with that.
So that's
Please
why,
don't.
because you're saying it's like saying, well, guys, Nambla agrees with me, so I don't know.
And now Slug TV is wondering why his YouTube channel got terminated, which is pretty funny.
Etsconsan Jam sent a super chat. Question: which is your favorite gem to draw?
Probably Spinel or Jasper. I mean, they're who I draw the most as well. So.
John Williams sent a super chat. Stop calling teenagers asking what their favorite scary movie tax.
Stop that, Lio. We know you do it.
Athalulu Deluxe sent a super chat. Where's your moral values now, Leo?
Well, he's intervening with a bunch of 16-year-olds canceling each other for predatory reasons right now.
Lisa Harter 8087 sent a super chat. I'm about to break my computer while drawing on paint while listening to this stream. Cool face emoji.
Don't worry, it will be more fun. We ripped off the Band-Aid, guys. I didn't tease
sent
you.
A super chat. Don't make me use my former altar server knowledge of the Bible to destroy you, Leo. Because I will. I will do it.
Lio, so how old was Mary?
John Williams sent a super
polyamory
chat.
allowable
Never
in the
ask
Bible?
why it took so long. Vatican City raised the consent.
Oh, he's not Catholic. You can't pull that one on him. He's some variety of American evangelical Protestant, so you can't use the Catholic Church against Lio, unfortunately. He just seems like a generic Christian evangelical from America, which is its own beast. Like, I consider, like, American Christian evangelicals to almost be like their own cult, distinct from other Christian sects. You know, it's like Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons.
Sent a super chat. Sir, people did not live as long in the past. Do not apply that to today's standards. Damning a whole nation or race or religion because of a problematic issue is worse than childish. Also,
child marriage is a big problem in America, too. Especially among Christians. So, but it's so much easier to point at the same problem in another culture than in your own, isn't it? But I don't even know what point he was getting at. I would like to know the context. Because, like I said, Slug got nuked after this. And he still is cool with Lio for some reason, even though he platformed this and just let him run his mouth saying all, not even like all Muslims, all people of Middle Eastern descent are okay with pedophiles because Islam is what Lio has said here. So if you're an American whose, like, grandparents were, like, I don't know, Pakistani immigrants, apparently you're okay with pedos by just association, I guess. Doesn't matter if you're actually Islamic or not. So, oh, sorry, the guide from the other panel is throwing you off. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I have a hair on my screen. Look at that. Maybe that's what you were saying. No, Lio is not a worldly person, but, like, the Islam comment I expect from someone like Lio, but the all South Asians are lolicons because they're really into Japanese neat culture is this one of the most wildly ignorant statements I have ever heard in my life. And this is just straight up racism and xenophobia. You know? I know you can't see the hair on the screen, but it's kind of funny that there was one there. Yeah. But watch his sweepers come in and say, oh, but he's changed. Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, he's too autistic to know better. Oh, he was joking. He was joking. Yeah, watch them all come out and say that and not give a shit, and then they'll call somebody racist over, like, nothing. Because these people don't actually care. They don't care. They don't have any real morals or ethics. All they care is they can bitch at other people.
At Dino Nuggy 212 sent a super chat. I am Confusion Leo. Why you speak nonsense?
No, I mean, he does every
At Miss
hour of
Jasmine
the day.
305 sent a super chat. Leo is racist / xenophobic? Gun emoji, astronaut emoji, always has been.
Almost like the entire commentary community is.
At Plasma you sent a super chat. Meanwhile, some of us Christians would still make dark priest jokes. I wonder if they're going to disavow as usual.
Well, again, you can't use Catholic jokes on Lio. He's not Catholic.
At Beam4509 sent a super chat. Leo's room is filled with consumerist slop garbage from Japan. He has no right to call anyone else a neat.
Oh my god, I pointed out, like, how fucking tacky his big, tall, acrylic display cases are. They look like something a teenage boy would have in his basement bedroom. And Lio was just like, they're glass, and they were very expensive. Because I'm an adult with money. And I'm like, okay, Lio. Okay. Okay, buddy. Well, not surprising that Falgi tied his anchor to Lio, because I feel like Falgi and Beckett and all of them who are Lio's inner circle, they,
Get a Life sent a super chat. Can't use Catholic jokes on Lio. Just watch me.
Well, I mean, you could try. I mean, they don't apply to his religion, though. I mean, a lot of Protestants consider Catholics a different religion, so what are you gonna do? But, yeah, but, like, all of his inner circle, I think they're just there because Lio enables him, and all they're interested in is bullying vulnerable people. I don't know why anyone takes Lio and his group fucking seriously about anything. And, like, some of the people are like, there was one person who responded to, like, this and was like, did you just make this up?
Girl 4585 sent a super chat. Did you see the call he released with Gate P?
The one with Barbe, or did he also... Oh, wait, did Lio also have a call with her? I forget. I think... Did Malcolm cover that? Malcolm probably covered that. Go to Malcolm for that shit, guys. I'm pretty done with KP right now, I think. Except I might do a supercut of all of her Karen emails, because I think that's pretty fucking funny. Because her emails are out of this fucking world. So, yeah. So that was my Lio Convoy news. I just wanted everyone to be abreast of that. Let's pause the super chats and listen to it in full one more time, guys, just to really let it sink in.
Jesus, what audience?
So to my understanding, this is how this happened, right? So you had the same stupid take.
From the Middle East and Southeast Asia.
Audience?
What did he say about...
Jesus, what audience?
So to my understanding, this is how this happened, right? So you had the same stupid take.
From the Middle East and Southeast Asia.
So this other guy brings up the Middle East and Southeast Asia, and then that's what prompts Lio to go on this rant about all Middle Easterners and all Southeast Asians being pedophiles.
So, pedophiles.
How are people in Southeast Asia and the Middle East pedophiles?
Okay, the middle one. Let's go ahead and answer that one. Hold on, I got this.
Culturally.
Hey, question for you, Rifleman Jay. The Middle East, what is the primary dominant religion of the Middle East?
I'm pretty sure it's either Islam or any other foreign religion.
No, it is Islam. What's the name of their big prophet? Do you know?
Oh boy, this is gonna get me canceled.
Like Allah, Muhammad. Those are the only two people I know from there.
Okay, Muhammad. And what was the age of his bride?
What was it, like 6 or 9 or?
9. So, gee, I wonder why Middle Eastern cultures that are primarily Islamic, Muslim, would be okay with a take that says pedophilia ain't so bad. I wonder why.
What about Southeast Asia, like Cambodia, Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia? Marshall Islands. What?
Lolicons. Those areas are actually pretty massive into the Japanese NEET culture, in which case lolicon is a large aspect of that. Feel free to research that at your leisure. So that
just Tim fucking saying places like Cambodia and Indonesia are influenced by Japan so heavily that they're into fucking lolicon and NEET culture is just... How do you even come up with that? What level of racism is this? Like, does he think, like, the Philippines are just, like, another Japanese island, like Okinawa or something? Like, what is going on here? Yeah, what about Cambodia? Lolicons! What is wrong with him? Like, honestly. I mean, I'm laughing just because it's so absurd, you know? Okay, we have the Kaiser fan art feature now as our palette cleanser, guys. Here we go, perfect. I said we needed Malcolm and I doing Takedown, the second version of Takedown. When the demons are after Rumi. We see what you are. You're a bitch. I should send this to Malcolm as well. I doubt Malcolm has seen K-pop Demon Hunters. He probably doesn't even know what it is. He's too much of a normie. But still. It's good shit. It's good shit. Good shit. Alright. We could talk about the Hash Brown Motel now. I'm not gonna spoil too much. I did just watch the season premiere today. I watched both episodes 1 and 2. So I'm gonna re-watch them again tonight, or tomorrow, maybe both, because at 5 p.m. EST tomorrow, I'm going to do an episode discussion stream on them, so that's where we'll have the brunt of us talking about the new Hazbin season, and we don't have to worry about spoilers. I'm gonna try to not spoil too much, but I like it so far. I'm pretty interested in where it's going. We should watch, Alistor's summary of season 1, though.
The kind of stuff I would expect to hear from a right-wing Texas fan.
Yeah, basically. Maybe that's a little prejudice, but yeah.
At Sobbing Brown Knight 2P sent a super chat. List pals are PPL who are afraid of their own dad.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's his whole shtick. He's gonna be your abusive internet dad. That's how he gets these people, but, you know, his inner circle are more like his minions that he sends out to say and do the things he wants to do, but he can't if he's going to maintain this kindly father-knows-best image with the vulnerable teenagers he seeks out. Because he's doing that as well. Actually, hang on, let me find that. I think somebody posted it in Malcolm's server. Let's see. Aha, there it is. There it is. Alright. Let me bring that back up into Distractotron. So, I have it on authority that this situation Lio is inserting himself into with this bug thief person, all of these people are like 16. And they're having some petty little 16-year-old drama between them and being, like, really overdramatic and going like, oh my god, so-and-so's a predator or a pedophile, and they're all 16. Lio has somehow sniffed this out and is intervening. Why is chat on screen so slow? I think I have the latency up high on the stream. I forgot to set the latency to lower, I think. Sorry about that, guys. Or it's just everything's falling apart for me as usual, you know. But no, I'm not gonna spoil it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, just a tad, just a touch. We're gonna talk about it today because I know people are not going to be able to help themselves. And damn it, OBS, I'm not trying to dock my multi-chat in there. Anyway, let's look at this bug thief person's channel. Like, how many fucking... I don't even come up on... Okay, this person has 88 subscribers. 88 subscribers. And they're apparently 16. They, of course, have their own Discord server. Because their parents aren't watching them closely enough. Oh, here we go. I'm 16 years old. Now, this definitely looks like the MySpace of a 16-year-old, or Straw Page, or whatever the fuck these are. They have a pronouns page, of course. 16. And their Twitter isn't even coming up to me. Silly ACC YouTuber and artist. Did this person decide they're part of the ACC? So this is who... This is who Lio is approaching. The 16-year-old with 88 subscribers. How did he even find this person?
At Bean4509 send a super chat. Lio has a mental and physical compulsion to orbit mentally unwell teenagers and make their lives worse.
Yeah. Perfect song for Lio right now. So, yeah. 88 subscribers, 16 years old, and Lio Convoy's in their comments, buddying up to them. Why? Why are you approaching and ingratiating yourself to underage people, Lio? Bullshit he has a job, that he has time to do this all day. To keep track of every little, tiny account orbiting around commentary on YouTube. They've sent him fan art before, and he's responded to on their community tab. Stay away from kids, Lio. Stay the fuck away from kids. Alright? Mr. Tricycle, everybody else pedophiles. So, anyway, we were supposed to be having fun now. Easy when you're evil. This is the life you see. The devil tips his hat to me. Okay, but we're gonna listen to Alistair's song now, again, as a palate cleanser from Lio preying on 16-year-olds again. Isn't that fun? Well, yeah, he's power hungry, but can only have power over mentally vulnerable teenagers on the internet, which is the most pathetic thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. So, as a palate cleanser, I don't want picture-in-picture, I want full screen. We're gonna have Amir Talai tell us about the plot of Hazbin Hotel Season 1. Hopefully this doesn't get me dinged, but let's go.
Oh, hello! Welcome back.
Hi, Alistair.
It's been quite a minute, hasn't it? Now, we all know a lot happened in the past, and I'm sure your feeble
Hey,
little
Billy
mind
Donuts,
needs a
just in
little
time.
refresher, yes?
Yes.
Well,
Tell us, Amir.
allow me to do the honors.
I love him as Alistair.
Forward,
He made Alistair like my favorite
to
character.
when Lou and Lilith damned mankind, gave Eva red delicious. Heaven's rage was vicious. Now let's skip a page or 3 or 4 to be more expeditious. Charlie Morningstar, Lucifer's daughter, had a little plan to save the damned from the slaughter.
And it's
Made a
Electro
hotel
Swing,
for the
hell
people
yeah.
of hell to come and redeem themselves. And well, Heaven's general, Adam from the garden, love killing sinners, wouldn't grant them a pardon. He sealed their
Hadn't watched
fate and
this yet.
moved up the date of the next extermination, which was last night for our girl Charlie, so desperate to
Well, this
show
fucks.
sinners could learn to repent, do good deeds and grow. She sang some malarkey for getting a spy, and yours truly fed a TV head a slice of humble pie. Then I went to a meeting with Carmilla, the top shelf overlord, weapons dealer. Velvet pressed her to reveal she'd killed an angel with angelic steel. Now Angel Dust did a saucy dance, a tragic victim of circumstance. He and Husk had a heart-to-heart. Did anyone actually like this part? Our girl Charlie called her absent pops. That corny mother Duck King pulled out all the stops. Mimsy barged in and no one like that. And me and Husker had ourselves a friendly little chat. Then Charlie went to heaven, where she wasn't fully welcome. Tried to tell him about the progress she had made. The council looked down upon the merry band of Angel, Pen, and Chariot.
Suck it, bitches!
Determined they were vermin who deserved to meet the blade. Em and Sarah had a fight. Buried secrets came to light. Baggy fought for those above. She fell from grace and fell in love. Our girl Charlie was in quite a bind. I took pity, brought her round to Rosie's to find her cannibal army. They lent her an ear. Carmilla taught old Baggy how to handle her spear. The day arrived of the dreaded exorcism, and just died of attempted heroism. I got a little
Attempted
hurt.
heroism?
Had him in the dirt.
Fucking losers!
Nifty scored the final blow, though I did almost all the work. As dust cleared on a hell changed forever, the gang rebuilt their pointless hotel together. Plans to put in motion, there's a moment here to seize. Though I have a sneaking notion that the same goes for the bees. Who will be victorious? Will someone be redeemed? And that is where the story is, if all is as it seemed. Who knows what twists the future has in store? You may laugh, you may cry, you may lose your mind, but you sure as hell won't be bored.
Hell yeah, that was awesome. That's catchy as fuck, man. Oh man, he loves playing that character so much, and you can tell. I love it. I love it. Like, again, I've said before, and this seems to be like a, not a generation gap, but a gap of experience, where, like, I did not like Alistair in the Hazbin Hotel pilot. I, in fact, did not even like the Hazbin Hotel pilot that much. I was not very impressed by it. I was impressed that they managed to put it together and just do it, obviously. That was impressive, but I was just like, meh, I'm not that into it. And then the Hell of a Boss, pilot came out, and I was like, ooh, this is much more my speed, because I am very weak to the arrangement of, the trope of a group of coworkers who are all very bad at their job. I'm very weak to that, so I was instantly on board with Hell of a Boss. So, and I still like Hell of a Boss more, but no, but see, now, I don't know what they changed exactly, but between the pilot and the final show, I suddenly like Alistair, and I love Amir Talayasum. He's so good. He's perfect. And they've really improved his character, I feel. He's less like Tumblr's sexy man, edgelord, so random, I don't know. Like, I think, honestly, I think everybody's better in the final show. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Michael Kovacs, love ya. Blake Roman is so much better as Angel Dust. He's so good. You know, and, what's her name who plays Charlie? Like, even her singing voice is, like, so much better. And she's, like, she manages to play Charlie where, like, Charlie's annoying to the other characters, but not annoying to the audience, and that's a really hard line to walk. You know, whereas Pilot Charlie was just a little more just annoying in general, I feel. You know, and just... So it seems like people who really like the pilot don't like the final show, where I'm the opposite. I did not care for the pilot whatsoever, and I do like the final show. Still think I kind of prefer Helluva. And the songs in Season 2 so far have been good, but I don't think anything tops Gravity yet. Gravity is still, like, the best. Erica, that's her name. Erica Hensington. I keep getting her confused with Erica, what's-her-butt, who plays, Luna. That always trips me up. I get the names confused. But, no, she's great. She understands the assignment of Charlie being a fucking Disney princess in hell. And I don't know what people are, like, there's been an early review, like, saying, Charlie and Vaggie get no character development. Which, I guess we'll see. I mean, yeah, Vaggie didn't get any fucking character development last time, and I have a feeling they're not gonna develop her much, but, like, Charlie already, we could see, like, her toxic positivity and denialism and her frustration with what she's trying to do coming out already. I mean, it's only gonna be a matter of time before she fucking snaps. Yeah, people keep trying to say, like, oh, Vivzy Pop says Hazbin is the female-led show, and it's all about the male characters. Which, people are confusing that with the male characters being popular with the audience, but, like, I'm watching the show, and there's an extended debate between Emily, Lute, Sarah, and now this new character, the Speaker, all female, all deciding the fate of everyone around them, and it's like, you're saying this isn't a female-led show? Like, what? And obviously the theme of this season is going to be about, like, media manipulation. And people acting on fear, which, yeah, a little on the nose. But there was a really good sequence with the V's, like, during a song sequence, just recruiting some girl, making her a star, and then, you know, basically chewing her up and spitting her out after they had gotten everything they could out of her. And it's a very good, demonstration of, like, how the predatory aspects of the entertainment industry work, and all of the V's do represent that. 'Cause, you know, Valentino is pornography, Vox is, you know, mass media and TV shows, and Velvet is obviously social media. And so the three of them together can create narratives, as happens in real life. So that I like that aspect, but I feel like I feel like it's gonna be a little on the nose, because, like, oh, we have to close heaven for our own safety. We can't allow any immigration, basically, you know? It's gonna, I feel like it's gonna be a little on the nose, but Hazbin's never been subtle, either. So, whatever, you know? But so, yeah. No, I think it was the singing voice of Anastasia is the speaker. She wasn't the speaking voice of Anastasia, but she was the singing voice. Ooh, her voice was so fucking good. Oh my god. Her and Sarah. Oh my fucking god, their voice is so fucking good. Emily too, actually. I think I prefer Emily's singing voice to Charlie's even. They're all so fucking good though. Holy shit, everybody on the show is so good. You know? But god, some of those performances. Vox, yeah, the V song was pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to learn it. I still want to kind of audition with Cougar for being his gender-swapped Vox for his Hazbin parody song. So, I think I can do it. I think I can pull off his kind of, you know, like, acting within singing, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe he'll pick somebody else. Who knows? We'll see. But, yeah, it's definitely, like, topical. So, we'll see how obnoxious they get with that. But, I mean, so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, I enjoy these shows for what they are. The things people... Like, it's so obvious the biases of the audience who are just biased against Spindlehorse and Vivziepop because they just want to keep hating female bisexual showrunner from internet who puts gay stuff in her show and defies the corporate standards. Happened to Rebecca Sugar. It's happening to Dana Terrace. Happens to Vivian Madrano. This seems to be a pattern of female showrunners who put gay stuff in shows and, you know, press the corporate status quo a bit. You know, and they all happen to be bisexual as well. Just seems to be a bit of a pattern here.
Ed Wogadora sent a super chat. Snip, snip, snip. Leo pack will be peak. Musical notes emoji.
Someone needs to make me a Lio Convoy strain to smoke.
Edits West 5301 sent a super chat. Alastair leaving out Lucifer's entire fight with Adam in the recap killed me.
I know, and then claiming he did most of the work, actually.
Ilonic sent a super chat. It's never been subtle yet people still somehow miss the message.
Yeah, that is part of it. I've already seen people like, oh my god, how could they show a comedic montage of Valentino slapping Angel around, and it's like...
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. People constantly say they want more female-led shows and more diverse female characters, but then can't even handle Hazbin Hotel.
Nope, and they gotta find ways to, like...
Emoji.
They gotta find ways to tear it down.
Brain sent a super chat. I think I remember a tweet from Vivzi that S2 became topical on accident. Because animation takes a long time.
That is true, but I mean, these issues have been percolating in society for a while, and this is what all art is political actually means. All art is a product of the time in which it was made, and the things happening in the world are going to consciously or unconsciously affect what artists make.
Ed Sharuvi sent a super chat. I'm obsessed with Speaker of God, she's so gorgeous.
I know, I don't want to spoil too much, but there is a character called Speaker of God who's even higher than the Seraphim, and her design, her voice, everything is so fucking good, you know? But, what else was I gonna say about it? Oh, because there's people already complaining, and yeah, the biases are obvious. The biases against Vivian Madrano are obvious, because people are criticizing it for shit that's been in other media already. Like, oh, Sir Pentious isn't completely happy in heaven? Well, that was literally the plot of All Dogs Go to Heaven, too. Your own guilt may be what dooms you to hell? That's an actual philosophical concept, and was a plot point in What Dreams May Come. So it's not like this shit hasn't been done before, but when Spindlehorse does it, oh, then it's uniquely bad. There's an allusion to Jack the Ripper and Sir Pentious's backstory. Oh yeah, Jack the Ripper never been referenced in media ever before. Ever, ever, ever. You know, it's so fucking stupid. Even the idea of that can you be happy in heaven if your friends are in hell and your loved ones are in hell? That's an actual philosophical question that asshole atheists like me always love to ask. Like, can you truly be happy in heaven if your grandma's burning in hell? Like, is that, like, really? Or is it true happiness? What if they just erase your memories? Is that true happiness? How does this work, you know? So, and even, like, slight spoiler, but you've probably seen pictures of them in the trailer. Emily makes, Pentious a bunch of replacement egg boys that are happy little cherub things. And even that, is analogous to the story of Job, where Job is tested by God at the behest of Satan, because God, if you don't know the story of Job, it's Bible time with Sai. Story of Job basically goes, God's sitting there one day, and he's like, hey, Satan, check it out. Look at Job down there. Totally worships me, he's totally loyal. And this, of course, is a Jewish story, so Satan is just an angel sent to be an adversary to humanity by God, so that's why they're hanging out. Satan isn't the devil in Judaism, this is an Old Testament story, so keep that in mind. So anyway, God's like, hey, look at Job. Job's awesome, totally worships me. And Satan's like, oh yeah? It's only because his life is really good. If his life was bad, he wouldn't worship you anymore. And God's like, oh yeah, you want to bet? And Satan's like, yeah. So they start fucking with Job. First, they kill all his cattle and shit. Then they, like, blow his house down and kill all his kids. And they make him lose everything till he's sitting in, like, a pile of dung covered in boils. And he still is loyal to God and worshiping God the entire time. Even when his wife is like, Job, seriously, bro, it's over. Enough of this. So the whole time he stays loyal to God, and God's like, cool, see that? Job stayed loyal to me. So how does he reward Job? Well, he gives him even better cattle and sheep and stuff for his farm, and an even better house, and even better replacement kids. Not the kids that God killed. They just give him better ones. New ones. To replace the old ones. So that's a bit like Emily just creating new egg boys for him that aren't the same ones that died, but here it's even better and just as good, right? So it's like and I think what are you sending me? What are you sending me, Kaiser? Oh no. What is Kaiser rotting upon me now? No, you want me to show them this Job animation to explain the story? Is that what you want? I thought you had a Wani reading for me too. What are you doing? Oh, he does. Okay, never mind. I missed that message somehow. First we have to do this, obviously.
That's kind of cringe, bro. That's kind of cringe, bro.
There you go. I gave you 2 takes this time. I'm very generous. Okay, let's watch this little Bible story that, that Kaiser just sent me. Let's see what this is all about. This better be, appropriate.
A long time ago, at some
point, animated.
It says in the Bible, Lucifer was going forth to and fro, doing his thing.
Hanging out.
Satan. Lucifer and Satan are not the same guy. Oh my god. Everything you think you know about Lucifer comes from John Milton's Paradise Lost. Anyway, I'm done with my religious spurging.
Yeah. And God's like, hey, devil, what you up to? And devil's like, not much, just tempting your people, doing my thing, hanging out. You know how it is, you know how we do.
Yeah, I know you.
Keep them busy, right?
That's cool, man.
It's like, oh, Satan, oh, you trying to fucking destroy all my creations. Oh. He's like, yeah, okay, I see you, the devil, I see you, Lucifer, but have you considered my servant Job, right? Spotlight. Job is fucking chilling.
Hey, my name's Job.
And it's like, what's the deal with Job? And it's like, oh,
Perfect
yeah.
life.
Puppets.
He's perfect life, perfect man. He's a super brilliant, rich guy that has giant amounts of wealth and land. He's got a huge family. Everyone loves him. He's a pillar of the community. What a fucking hero, that guy. And you know what? He praises God every day.
Loves the shit out of me.
Loves me some God.
He's faithful. Yeah. He's a good guy.
Can't get enough.
Yeah, I can't get enough of this guy.
Right? So the devil's like, yeah, actually, I have, and it doesn't fucking work because you're all protecting him with your blessings and shit.
Yeah.
But if you took away that shit,
Oh yeah.
and
would
you
turn
let
on
me
you.
get you, he would fucking curse you.
This is how the story goes.
He would see me and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna try a little bit of that."
Anyone would, right? And then God goes, "You sure about that? You double or
This is
nothing?
a bet.
We doing this?
Big bets.
And he's like, "Fucking watch! I can fucking show you." And he's like, "Okay." So what happens, right? Pulls away the protection, and devil goes to town. All your crops poisoned.
Got it.
All your servants dead.
Got it.
All your family super duper dead.
Got it.
His wife was still
You
alive.
lose your house.
You lose your house.
Destitute.
You lose absolutely everyone who knows you. You lose the clothing off your back.
Got it.
You then get leprosy and boils and sores on your skin.
The plague shit. Yeah.
And you're basically sitting in a hole waiting to die. There's nothing left for you to do but draw breath until you can't anymore.
Yeah.
With that, Job goes, praise God, he's awesome. I love him.
I love
him. He did this for a reason.
All right. So
All good.
what happens to Job at the end of the story?
I distinctly remember hearing a version where it just was like, and that's the end of that chapter, and then the curtains close and they don't show anything.
No. The curtains close on him being twice as successful as he was
that's
before.
Good. That's good.
But that's an entire nation of people, family and such, that were slaughtered, whose names no longer matter because we just replaced them on the wall.
Not with the existing people. They didn't come back.
He didn't resurrect anybody or anything.
No, he just got new stuff.
New stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
New wife and kids better than the old wife and kids.
And then we don't really zoom in on the text to find out, is he really happy? What about the our essay? Objects.
I think the whole point is
Family
that he'd be happy
objects.
no matter what because of the God stuff.
I mean, yeah, that is how it ends. There is one version where he gets nothing. He just gets nothing. And then another version where his whole family is replaced with even better versions. Not the old people that died, but just better versions of his kids and shit. So, yeah, which is kind of fucked up, but it just, it's a patriarchal religion, and of course, family are just the property of a man, so, but yes, so, yeah, but that was my point about the egg boys, even the replacement egg boys are like, religious commentary, possibly. So, that was really funny, though. I should probably check out more of this guy.
At MassoMouse1556 sent a super chat. Liz Calloway is the voice of Speaker of God / portrayed in Anastasia music vocals.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to distinguish. She was the singing voice.
Sent a super chat, but wasn't it God who said, "Yeah, go ahead, them bears can just maul and eat a bunch of kinda mean kids"?
Yeah, that's one story where the prophet Elijah or Elisha, I forget which one, he's heading into a town, and a bunch of boys run out of the town and go, "Get out of here, Baldy! Get the fuck out of here, Baldy, with your bald head." And so he curses them in the name of God, and immediately a bunch of bears, or 2 she-bears, I think, come out of the woods and just eat all the children who are calling him bald. And that's the entire story. The Bible is weird, man. The thing you have to remember is all of these stories were written in a very different time that we are so far removed from in our modern life, and they probably are full of references and sayings and analogies that make no sense to us anymore, especially when you consider it's been translated from Hebrew / Aramaic into Latin into English. You might be missing some context. That's the one thing you really gotta keep in mind. But it is really funny. There's also the story of Jesus pointing out a fig tree that isn't bearing any figs because it's not fig season, and then he curses the tree for not having figs out of fig season, and then the tree dies. And that's supposed to teach us something. What? I have no idea.
Bylonic sent a super chat. My favorite part is when Job tries to call God out on his bullshit and God is like, "You can't possibly understand the infinite cosmos." Even though we know it was cause he made of that.
That is one version of the story where Job is like, "God, I have been loyal my entire life. Why are you doing this to me?" And God's like, "Oh yeah? Well, were you there when the pillars of the earth were laid? Were you there the first time the sun rose, huh? I don't think so." No wonder Lio loves this religion, because Lio is in the mentality a lot of people like him are, where basically they put themselves as God, because they think just reading the Bible or reading Bible quotes gives them infinite automatic authority. So basically they are putting themselves as gods psychologically, even if they don't realize it. So that's what he is. That's why he likes this shit, because it just gives you an excuse to be mean to people. Oh, God is incredibly petty, especially in the Old Testament. He's more like a Greek god in the Old Testament, which makes sense because Judaism came out of the Babylonian pantheon and this decided the god of war was their main god. That's besides the point. I guess we're just having Bible lessons with atheist Fedora Side today. But what other funny stories do I know from the Bible? There's a few. Well, there's one passage where one of the prophets or characters or something, maybe it was David, he wants some spotted goats for his herd of goats. So what he does is he takes the goats and he has them breed in front of a bunch of sticks. And that is somehow meant to make the babies be born spotted somehow by Iron Age logic. There's also a talking donkey in the Bible. There's that time Jesus put a bunch of demons in pigs and made them run off a cliff. That was pretty cool. And remember, when somebody says, what would Jesus do? Remember that flipping tables and whipping people is an option. So... You have a minor in theology? Oh, yeah, okay. I don't. I have, like, an anthropological interest in comparative religion. I was raised non-religious. I was always told if I found a religion I felt made sense to me, I'd be supported in it. I just never really did. So... I might lean into Buddhism a little bit, but I'm so white I would never, like, consider myself an actual Buddhist. I feel like you have to be kind of raised with it, but, you know...
@Sconsan Jam sent a super chat. Sacrifice your offspring for me. Okie dokie.
Oh no, I was just joking. I was just testing you, man. Don't actually kill your son.
@Bellarkaimuet sent a super chat. I recently saw a HH review that argued the show would be better objectively, I hope, if it had a more formulaic/episodic structure. Who that reminds us?
I don't see how it would, honestly. I mean, personally, I prefer serialized shows to episodic ones. Like, I'd like a story to go somewhere, you know? Wasn't there another story? It was like Abraham or somebody, like...
Nana sent a super chat. The more I read the Bible, the less I believe.
Yeah, well, they say that's the quickest way to becoming an atheist is actually reading it, but... Okay, let me take the fedora off, damn it. I'm trying to be nice. Alright? I mean, I don't have anything against people who have faith and can be fucking normal about it and understand that these texts were written by people long, long ago in a time we can barely relate to or understand anymore. You know? Like, there is so much political and cultural context that people just are completely missing when they read these things. Like, that you have to be aware of if you're going to... But there was, like, Abraham or something, I think, like, God was gonna smite his son for not being circumcised, and, like, his wife came to the rescue and, like, just, like, sliced off the foreskin before the kid could be smited. It's like, it sounds so absurd, but I'm sure it made sense to the people who wrote it at the time. But, you know, it's like reading Grimm's fairy tales now, and how there's so much cultural context we just don't have, so it just comes off as utterly bizarre.
Lulu Deluxe sent a super chat. A donkey in the Bible. Was the Bible called Shrek?
He said, I'm making waffles. Alright, what did you send me now, Kaiser? Is this another one from the same guy? Oh, okay, yeah, we have to show this scene. Obviously, the best Bible story Kaiser just sent me, which is, of course, the time Jesus accidentally convinced a Yakuza that he was a gang member. Is this in Japanese? It better be. This is from Saint Onii-san, which is a great movie. I've never read the manga. This is the movie adaptation. Saint Onii-san is about Jesus and Buddha deciding they're gonna go on vacation to Earth together, and they get an apartment in Japan. and they're very bad at hiding their identities. And it's very wholesome and very funny. But this is a scene where they're in a sauna, hanging out. Yeah, it's called Saint Young Men in English, but I like Saint Onii-san because it makes a little more sense in Japanese. Because, you know, you casually call, like, young men Onii-san if you're younger, so they took the last name Saint. So, the English translation of the manga is very annoying because it was obviously written by a Christian who thinks Jesus is God. But in this series, Jesus is the Son of God, and him and Buddha are, like, on the same level as prophets. So they're equals.
Bionic sent a super chat. It is important to remember that the Jewish/Christian God was originally a war god.
He was, and you can really see that in the Old Testament where they're constantly going around murdering people. And God is like, hey, you see that land over there with all those people in it? That should be your land. Go kill every single one of them down to the last man, woman, child, and oxen, but keep the young virgins for yourself as a treat. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's just watch this really funny scene. Oh, shit. Why did it stop capturing again? It does that to me when I go full screen sometimes. Where is Distracto Vision? No. No, why must everything break? Why must this be? Here we go. So in this scene, Jesus and Buddha are hanging out. We're watching Say Onii-san now and voicing Emu for some reason. We're just getting on all sorts of topics today.
What did I miss?
It's probably going to be a short stream today. We're probably going to go on for another hour, but we're just kind of yapping now. We got on the topic of religion because of Lio Convoy and Hazbin Hotel. So yeah, in this scene, they're hanging out in a sauna, and Jesus strikes up a conversation with a Yakuza, not knowing he's a Yakuza, and Buddha's freaking out. It's very funny. And it's hard to see the subtitles in full screen. Hang on. There's Buddha. Jesus and Buddha are bros. He's reflecting on how peaceful it is, and Jesus is chatting with some guy. Yeah, I made a friend. A friend with a giant tattoo on his back. He seems like a devout Buddhist. Jesus comes across like a clueless foreign tourist a lot of the time, which is very funny. It's like, what gang gave you that scar? He's like, this is from when I got crucified by the people of authority. He's like, oh, you went to prison? Buddha's just sitting there too polite in Japanese. Like, oh god, Jesus. Please be more socially aware. I came back after 3 days, says Jesus. You sprung yourself out after 3 days. How did you pull it off in 3 days? Oh, I didn't do anything. No, my return was simply the will of my father. Now he thinks he's like the son of a powerful Yakuza boss. This is called Saint Onii-san or Saint Young Men. It's a movie adaptation of a manga, and this is the whole thing. Just Jesus and Buddha hanging out in Japan, getting into all sorts of shenanigans. That's the whole thing. There's so many good jokes. Like every time Jesus gets really happy, his crown of thorns bursts out in roses. We find out the only reason he walked on water is he can't swim. He thinks Christmas is celebrating the day Santa Claus discovered reindeer-powered flight. It's good shit. It's very wholesome and very funny.
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Still getting caught up. Just wanted to say Amy is best manic pixie dream girl.
Emmy, like Emily from Hazbin.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Jesus and Buddha would get along.
They would get along, and that's the whole point of it. They decide they're gonna go on vacation in Japan.
At Stevens sent a super chat. Wasn't in some versions the women who survived the attack sex workers?
Is that back in the Bible
At
times
Fixing
we're talking
Blossom sent
about?
a super chat. I'm in a religious gray zone where I don't believe in a big G, but I do believe in ghosts and spirits to some extent because of experiences I've had.
That's fair.
At Neo Kaiser 0 sent a super chat. I had canon that Jesus knew the guy was Yakuza. He still wanted to have a chat with him because he is Jesus.
Nah, like I said, a lot of the time, Jesus' whole shtick in this is he comes across like a bumbling, ignorant foreign tourist, because he's always, like, taking pictures of things. So basically he saw the big Buddha tattoo on this guy's back and goes, I think he's a Buddhist. He's supposed to be a bit clueless. But that is part of the humor, though. They're both so innocent and wholesome that, and they're always accidentally making miracles happen around themselves. So they're very, very bad at hiding their identities. It's so funny. It's so good. And it's not cynical humor either. It's all very wholesome. So, yeah. I highly recommend it to atheists and Christians. It's just a good time. It's just a good time. It's a good little movie. So yeah, just look up Saint Young Man or Saint Onii-san, and you'll get that. You've probably seen gifs of it around. The funniest one still to me is Jesus. He's sitting in a piece. They're in a pool and he's got water wings on, and he's telling the story about how the time he walked on water just because he was too afraid to swim. So he was like, "Ah, fine, I'll just walk." I still think Adam and Eve were in a mixed interracial relationship. Well, there's another story in the Bible where Moses has a couple killed. That's Ethiopian and an Israelite couple. So maybe it's on Crunchyroll. I'm not sure who the fuck has the rights to Saint Onii-san right now. So, you guys just unlocked the Fedora Atheist talk today. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and Buddha, the actual real Buddha was, of course, Indian, but because Buddhism is such, a prominent religion in Japan, he's very much like the Japanese local, corralling his foreign tourist friend. That's kind of the vibe they have, which is good. It's very funny. My friend told me about animals wanting to sacrifice themselves to feed them. Yes! Like, there's one scene where... I forget which one of them it is. One of them is walking around in town going, man, I'm hungry right now. And then a dead peach tree next to him just blooms out with peaches. And people around are like, oh my god, that tree hasn't had any fruit in decades. And they're like, ah. And then another time they're like, I'm hungry. And a sheep just shows up at their front door like, please sacrifice me for your meal. And they're like, no, that's okay. It's very funny. No, we're not doing Lily's Knights of Guinevere video today. We're gonna do that next week, because originally I thought she was gonna release the video later. And it's a little bad form, I think, to react to a video the day or the day after it comes out. I'm not Malcolm. I'll be sporting and give her a week head start before I ratio her, okay? But, so I still gotta finish the thumbnail, which is coming out pretty cool. It's also gonna double as Knights of Guinevere fan art, so there you go. Me trying to get, like, actual drawing done for once, yes. I don't think we have anything else to watch right now, so I keep hitting the wrong goddamn button. There we go. I mean, the whole joke with Adam in Hazbin Hotel 2 is like, oh, the first man is a complete douchebag. That explains so much about the world. I mean, of course you have the chuds out there going, oh, it's so anti-man. It's like such a basic-ass fucking joke. And that is like the tale of Lilith, where Lilith and Adam were made equal, and then Adam demanded that Lilith submit to him, and she said fuck no, and then Eve was made instead. But that's not like biblical or Talmudic canon at all. It's like folklore. Like Lucifer's like folklore as well. Lucifer is not an actual fallen angel in the Bible. That does not happen. It's a mistranslated passage that got turned into a bunch of stories about a fallen angel, and then John Milton basically wrote Paradise Lost. And anyone who says, well, Lucifer was a fallen angel who took 2/3 of the host to heaven with him, not in the Bible. That's Paradise Lost. And actually, the way Lucifer is depicted in Paradise Lost is a lot closer to the story of Iblis from Islam. So that's really where you're getting that from. It's not from Christianity or Judaism. So, he did not have ducks. I do like the rubber duck thing with Lucifer. That was a funny bit in the new episode where Charlie was like, Dad, how do you handle all the stress of being in charge? And he's just looking around at the piles of rubber ducks going, I manage, yeah. It's like, totally hasn't lost his mind, yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not. And we're getting a few more things on Lilith, too, recently, who's still very mysterious. So, people are mad Sarah isn't broken down about Adam. Did she even like him? Even if Adam saw her as, like, a mom-type authority figure, did Sarah even really like him that much? I don't think so. And I think Sarah is a little more preoccupied with her part in allowing the exterminations. She's very broken up about that, so she can't really be broken up about one douchebag who was kind of the head of all that. Also, fucking Abel looks so goofy in his scary exorcist mask. He can't even look intimidating in that, which is really funny. And he's being played by, like, Fallout Boy, right? Yeah, Satan originally meant obstacle or adversary in Hebrew, so a Satan is anything that is adversarial to people. Even Jesus being tempted by Satan to test him is a bit more of the Jewish tradition of, you know, God sending an entity to test somebody. So it's a little hard to pinpoint exactly when the Christian concept of the devil started, even if you're reading through the Bible, because I mean, you gotta remember, all those books in the Bible are from completely different centuries, completely different cultures and areas, and they've all just been kind of stitched together into one narrative. But so at some point in all those centuries, Satan went from angel, like anything adversarial, to angel that works for God, to fallen angel that is a direct opposition to God and nearly as powerful as he is in the Christian tradition. So it's interesting. In Arabic, Satan is shaitan, which means not to conform. Well, yeah, that's similar to the Hebrew word as well. Which I wouldn't be surprised if Arabic and Hebrew are related, you know? in the same manner that, like, English and German are related, you know? I don't know. I like see, Heaven has a lot of oranges and yellows and blues as a color scheme and Hazbin. So I think the speaker being, like, a lot of very light yellows works. I love the Heaven color scheme. It has been. It's so unique. I guess it's in Helliva too. It's the Helliverse in general. I love it. It's a very unique color scheme for, like, the Heavenly Realm, and just a unique color scheme in general. I really fucking dig it. I think they were. Ishmael and Isaac were relatives. Oh yeah, they were. I mean, yeah, and a lot of Bible stories can tell you a lot about the understanding of history or the traditions people had about other groups back then.
Jam sent a super chat. One of the things that made me stop practicing was because I knew the anti-gay Christian rhetoric had no biblical source and nobody could give me a straight answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has a few sources, but they're contestable because, like, okay, so you have the very clear man shall not lie with another man as he does woman. That is also in Leviticus. Leviticus is the rules specifically for the Levite tribe of the, the tribes of Israel. So that's really just rules for the Levites. And if you're gonna follow Leviticus, well, then you also can't eat shrimp. You can't mix fabrics. You can't shave the hair on your face. You can't get a tattoo. So if you want to follow Leviticus, you better be doing all that shit too. Or you better be a Levite. And then the only other time homosexuality really comes up is fucking Paul. And fucking Paul, who was probably the actual founder of Christianity, is a dude who was hunting Jews and then came around and said, actually, I saw a vision of Jesus. He said, I'm the next apostle, even though he's already dead. And even in his own stories, the other apostles are like, bro, who the fuck are you? And he's constantly getting thrown in prison and saying the Jews are totally trying to kill him all the time. And he's the one who said, no, homosexuality bad. In fact, don't even get married. We're all going to be like little children in heaven, and Jesus is going to be back real soon, so don't even get married. So, yeah, he was kind of full of shit, but he's the last part of the Bible, unfortunately, and it's what a lot of modern Christianity is based on more than even the words of Jesus, if you really think about it. Jesus himself never said a single damn thing about gay people, so we'll keep that in mind.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. So Satan is just the oldest word for antagonist.
One of the oldest, yes. Well, see, I don't want to give it too much credit either, because plenty of ancient societies were anti-homosexuality, or just had weird concepts of it. Because, like, take ancient Greece, for example. It was bad to be gay. If you were the bottom, it was bad to be gay. But if you were a grown man fucking a little boy, or fucking another man and you're the top, that's fine. But if you were the bottom or the boy, that's gay and bad. So, I don't know. Humankind has always been very strange about homosexuality, so I'm not gonna give the Bible times a complete pass, because obviously they probably were not okay with it. I doubt it, you know. They were pretty shit to women, too, so you can see that all over the Bible as well. Though Jesus himself was pretty progressive toward women, if you go by the Bible and think he was a real person. So, Paul, though, no. Paul's the one who said women should not have authority over men and should not be allowed to teach. So, fuck Paul. Fucking Paul, man. Ruins everything. And he was Greek. He wasn't even Palestinian or Jewish, he was Greek. And really, when you think about it, Christianity is, like, the Greek takeover of a Jewish movement. The Gentiles took it over and made Christianity, and now they hate the Jews. So, you know. And now these three religions have all been fighting over the same bullshit for the last few thousand years, and the rest of us have to fucking deal with it. Yeah, it's only gay if you're the bottom. It's not gay if you're the top, according to the Greeks, obviously. But the Greeks were also so misogynistic. They saw fucking other dudes as better than fucking women, so I don't know, man.
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Let's just say God needed a scapegoat. Literally.
Well, yeah, you could say, like, Jesus is, like, the scapegoat tradition, kind of, or, you know, they put the sins of the entire community on a goat and then kill it. Nope, no Lorchin today. No Lorchin today. Lorchin will be next week, because tomorrow we are going to have our episode discussion stream on Hazbin, and then Friday I'm going to be doing the Alan Wake DLC for Control, because I've been playing Control lately. So, got a lot of streaming to do this week, actually. But next Wednesday we'll be doing Lily's Cog video, for sure. I don't know how many of you follow my gaming streams. I did make the decision recently that I'm going to unlist most of my gaming streams.
Ironic sent a super chat. Don't you mean Roman Psy?
Maybe I mean the Romans. They both did it! They both did it! The Romans were even more homophobic and still fucking boys.
_stuff sent a super chat. Humanity is quite contradicting towards itself, to be honest.
Yeah, that's just what we do best, isn't it? We kill each other over the stupidest things. But, yeah, so I decided to unlist most of my gaming streams, just for my algorithm health, because they don't get many hits. I mean, people do come to them and enjoy them and support, which is awesome, but... So I found out if you unlist videos, they can still appear in playlists. So if you ever want to rewatch any of my gaming streams, they're going to be in playlists. So you can go to the playlist tab, or you can go to my homepage tab where I have, like, the gaming playlists listed. The Onii streams, of course, are staying up, and, like, Dustborn and, like, Mouthwashing and a few others. But for the most part, just to unclutter my live tab as well, I decided it would be best to, like, unlist most of them, because they probably aren't that rewatchable. So... But I do like doing my gaming streams, they're fun, so we will be doing the Alan Wake DLC for Control on Friday, and then I'll be doing Alan Wake 1 in November, because fuck you, spooky season can be as long as I want. Yeah, the Romans are just Greek LARPers, you are correct, yes. Yeah, we actually, in Voicing Emu, we watched the recap song earlier in all of its electro swing glory, it was great. Yeah, Abel also doesn't really care about Adam dying, and they already established that Adam didn't like Abel. Which is kind of funny, because Abel was the one who raised and slaughtered meat. You'd think Adam would like him and not like Cain, who was the vegetable guy. That's the whole story of Cain and Abel, if you didn't know. So, Cain and Abel, first sons of Adam and Eve. Cain started growing vegetables, and Abel was, a herdsman who would slaughter animals for meat. They both brought their sacrifices to God. Abel brought him a bunch of meat, and Cain brought him a bunch of vegetables. And God was like, "Aw, fucking hell yeah, ribs, meat, awesome, good shit." And then he turned to Cain and says, "What the fuck, vegetables? What is this gay-ass shit? Vegetables? Fuck you." And then Cain got so mad that he killed Abel over it.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. Humanity is just Katy Perry's hot and cold song.
What is that? You're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, or however the fuck that goes. I was thinking about, we were talking about this in my Discord earlier. I was like, shouldn't Abel be the first one to die, though, since he was the first murdered person? And then I thought about it, I was like, actually, in the Bible story, it's not really clear what the timeline is. So maybe Adam did die before Abel. And I said, then how did Adam die? Maybe he was like, hey, watch this cool trick, and then tripped and broke his neck and died. Ended up in heaven. Someone else said maybe he wrestled a bear and died, and I was like, yeah, I named bears. You think I can't wrestle one? And then he got mauled and died. I'm just gonna keep coming up with ways Adam died until they say what it was. In Islam, he was so jealous because he couldn't marry his sis. Well, that's funny, because he must have married his sister in Christianity, because after Cain kills Abel, now they're the first two sons of Adam and Eve, Cain gets marked by God and sent out into the wilderness, wherein he finds other people and founds a city. Where the fuck did these other people come from? The real answer is people back then weren't very good storytellers and didn't have the narrative conventions we have now.
Benjamin Parchman sent a super chat. Any opinions on reclaiming slur and harmful imagery?
I mean, not really. I mean, I have my opinions on the one that affects me, you all know that, but... Adam did get stabbed by a tiny little roach girl, that's true. Yeah, like... and Nifty's a bit of a celebrity for killing him. They're calling her the Atom Slayer, which is pretty funny. No, yeah, I think in reality, Adam just died of old age at like 900 years old or some shit in the Bible. Which is what makes people think people lived longer in Bible times, even though there's no evidence for that. It's just like exaggerated storytelling. Like, oh yeah, he totally lived to be like 900, guys. Just like Noah. Noah was born like albino and he could talk like the instant he was born, and he lived to be like 600 years old, bro. Like, totally. Don't even get me started on Moses, who somehow got people lost in a stretch of desert that takes you 2 weeks to cross for 40 years. It's like, yeah, it's mythology, exaggeration. It'd be like thinking like fucking Hercules was a real person and everything about him is accurate, you know? Like... But yeah, so there's only if you think the Bible is absolute truth and fact and actually happened, you only have a couple of options of where the fuck these other people Cain stumbled across came from. Either God didn't make them, or God made a completely different group of people who also fell at some point, or he married his sister. You really don't have many options. Of course, the real answer is it's ancient mythology, and you should not take it as historical accounts, but some people are very stubborn on that. And there's still people who want to say the Earth is only like 6,000 years old because Bible can't be wrong. People writing this stuff in the fucking Iron Age and it being translated through like 3 different fucking languages and many, many centuries. Totally no errors could possibly be made. It's like the people who insist the KJV is like the only real Bible, and it's like, well, bro, it wasn't originally written in English, so no, it's not. And also, that is the translation that translates the word oxen to unicorn more than once. Is that really the one you want to go with? I mean, it's so dumb. Flat Earthers are so dumb.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Cain grew veggies. Veggie Tales. Cain married a talking cucumber. Solved it.
You're right, actually. VeggieTales would have an answer for this. VeggieTales is like the only base Christian media. What was I saying right before that, though? Damn it, I forgot now. Nifty is the Atom Smasher! Oh yeah, I was thinking about how dumb flat earthers are, because even the ancient Greeks knew the world was round.
Sent a super chat. Maybe Adam and Eve were strays God picked up.
Yeah, right? I mean, isn't that Gnosticism, maybe? The big boogeyman of that one chick we covered in the K-pop Demon Hunter stream?
At Sconsan Jam sent a super chat. As a Scottish person, it's my duty to make fun of King James VI.
Godspeed! That is definitely your prerogative.
At Hikaru9624 sent a super chat. All this Bible talk is making me want to play Black and White again. Wish it was available on GOG or something.
Is it even available anywhere? I think I always kind of wanted to play it and then I never got. You know what you should play if you like Black and White, though? Ah, hang on, let me find it. I think there's a sequel now, which I haven't played as well. I think it's on Steam.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. I guess you can say Adam married his daughter/sister Eve.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Eve was made from him from a rib. Does that not make her his offspring in a way?
Bylonic sent a super chat. I like the translation on that gave Moses horns.
Wasn't fucking Michelangelo really passive-aggressive about that and depicting Moses with horns? Anyway, you want to play Reus. I think that's how it's pronounced, Reus. It means giant. So you have this, it's like a 2D plane planet. And you're a bunch of giants who make the world. So you put deserts and mountains and oceans in place. And you can make various different fruits and resources appear for all the little villagers. And the villagers you don't directly control. They'll tell you what they want. And they can get jealous. They can attack each other. They can attack the giants. And there was a sequel recently that I haven't played yet. That's what I mean about all these great little games coming out of Europe, too. Yeah, I have not played the sequel. There's a new giant, or they have different designs now. So, maybe I'll play this eventually. It's the first game's pretty difficult. Like, it has a very heavy difficulty spike, and I'm not that good at it, but I do enjoy playing it. It looks like the villagers will still fight each other, but you never control the villages directly. You control the giants. So it's very, it's very much in the same vein as Black and White. What the fuck is that one? I need to play the sequel, man. So, yeah, I did have a lot of fun with the first one. So, yeah. If you want a good game that's like Black and White, play Reus. Play Reus. I will never stop, promoting all these weird little games coming out of, like, the Netherlands and Scandinavia that I play. I play a lot for some reason.
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. I still want to know where Eve is and if in hell.
Well, Vivzy Pop did say she's going to have Rue in the story. And Rue is potentially Eve? I don't think that's ever been clear. So, all we know, and obviously things can change from her concepts or early concepts. All we know is that Rue is short for root of all evil.
At Scoony the 2 Indie sent a super chat. Speaking of games, Timberborn is coming out of early access soon if you're interested. Just announced today.
Oh yeah, you know what? I've heard a lot about Timberborn. A lot of people told me I'd like it. I really gotta look at it. But anyway, yes, Rue, root of all evil, which could very well be Eve. Because let's see, Hazbin. The one shot we see of Eve is her getting the apple and looking kinda evil. So, Rue being short for root of all evil, the apple being what caused humanity to fall and bring evil into the world and create hell, I would say that Rue is probably Eve. So, and Vivzy confirmed that they recorded lines for her for a future season recently. So, that would certainly be interesting. So, we could look forward to that. And she called her Rue. A bunch of people told me that that was just a fan name people gave her, but I guess maybe she's going with it. That's just a silhouette of Blue Diamond. Speaking of gems, I've gotten my inking done. Hooray! I might have to clean up the sketch of the two of them back here a little bit. Steven's got no fingers. I took his fingies away. Prediction: if Hazbin showed God, Vivzy would make the design to get all Twitter and people mad. Well, they mentioned God. God was finally mentioned in the show this season with the speaker of God. So, but God could be possibly like an extra dimensional thing nobody could possibly comprehend. You know, kind of like, well, Dogma. You ever see the movie Dogma? Speaking of religious humor movies that are very crass. And in that, like, that's why Metatron exists as the voice of God, because no other entity can withstand God's true voice. And then he has like a comment like, oh, we went through 5 Adams before we figured that one out. Higurashi style, no fingies. No fingies. Yeah, the early designs in Higurashi, they had like big old club fingers and shit, didn't they? Fun fact, the fruit from the garden wasn't even an apple. That depiction started in 12th century France. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't think the fruit is ever specified. It's just the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And there was an interesting statement in Genesis where God is like, we need to banish Adam and Eve from Eden before they eat from the tree of immortality and become like us. Who the fuck is us, God, who's supposed to be the only God? It's almost like early Judaism was polytheistic or something, because they took one god that they wanted to worship out of the Babylonian pantheon or something. I'm just saying, but yeah, it's very interesting. So basically, that's why Adam and Eve got expelled. Not because they learned what good and evil is, but because they could become like gods if they got immortality next. Because that's all it takes, I guess. So, yeah, but the fruit could have been anything. But of course, the European tradition is an apple, because a lot of Christian art and imagery has been developed by, like, the French and the Italians and shit like that. That's where a lot of the look comes from, you know? It's like all the people are like, I can't believe they made St. Peter white. And it's like, I have some news for you about, like, the last, like, you know, few centuries of Christian art. Don't go to the Louvre, you might pass out. Like, that's the nitpickiness that gets to me. It's like, you are so obviously just salty at Vivian Madrano, and you're just nitpicking shit you would not fucking complain about in any other media. How many times has St. Peter been depicted as just a white guy at the pearly gates? A fucking lot. Shut up. Actually, instead, pomegranates, grapes, and figs were more common depictions. Oh yeah, figs I could see for sure. Fucking love figs. Love pomegranates too, actually. Maybe I'm just evil. Yeah, the Louvre, the big art museum in France. It's got a lot of European Christian art in it. I've been there. I don't know what's going up with chat today. It's like it's scrolled up or something. I could always just reset it, I suppose, as I have to do sometimes. Stop capturing it and capture again. Party plays. I've also got, I think I have high latency on right now, too. But, oh yeah, the Louvre got robbed recently. Very easily. Which is kind of funny. I don't even, like, actually, let's talk about the Louvre robbery, because I don't actually know much about it. Is it something, like, out of a Dan Brown book? Here's an article from 51 minutes ago. Let's look at some world news, guys. We're doing whatever the fuck we want today.
Jasmine305 sent a super chat. Isn't God in Dante's Paradiso depicted as a book? Maybe Viv will go that route.
Maybe. I mean, I can see them going the route of never really defining God exactly. Which, again, a lot of people had a problem with that. It's like, so many pieces of media do that. Again, what dreams may come. The Good Place. There's all sorts of stuff about the afterlife that doesn't have a distinct God figure. Get over it. It's entertainment at the end of the day. Anyway, not the Louvre. Two suspects in the Louvre jewel heist have admitted their involvement and are believed to be the men who forced their way into the world's most visited museum. All right, let's get some details on the actual heist. Thieves steal crown jewels in 4 minutes from the Louvre Museum. How? In a minutes-long strike Sunday, inside the world's most visited museum, thieves rode a basket lift up to the Louvre's facade, forced a window, smashed display cases, and fled with priceless Napoleonic jewels, officials say. The daylight heist was about 30 minutes after opening, with visitors already inside, was among the highest-profile museum thefts in living memory, and comes as staff complain that crowding and thin staffing are straining security. I guess they got proven right! Yeah, it's the place with the big glass pyramid from the Dan Brown books, guys. That place. I've been there years ago. God, it was like... Fuck, it was like 20 years ago by now, but it still was great. The theft unfolded just 250 meters, 270 yards from the Mona Lisa, which who the fuck cares? When I went, I was more interested in everything but the Mona Lisa. There's a bunch of people, like, crowding around it, taking pictures of its tiny little display, and I'm looking at all the other, like, Da Vinci's in the room, like, these are much better. Anyway, in what the Culture Minister Rashida Dati described as professional foreman operation, one object, the emerald-set imperial crown of Napoleon III's wife, Empress Eugenie, containing more than 13,000 diamonds, Was later found outside the museum. French authorities said it was reportedly recovered broken. So what? They didn't even, like, successfully steal it? Or they dropped one of them. They dropped a precious crown with 13,000 fucking diamonds in it on the ground? Who are these people? Images from the scene showed confused tourists being steered out of the glass pyramid and adjoining courtyards as officers closed nearby streets along the Seine. A lift, which officials say the thieves brought in, which was later removed, stood against the Seine-facing facade, their entry route, and observers said a revealing weakness that such machinery could be brought to a palace museum unchecked. Well, you see guys with a machine like this, in, like, safety vests, you're gonna question them? You're like, oh, the city probably has them washing windows or something. Would you question it? No. As long as these people looked like they were confident, like they belonged there, you know? Museum already under strain. Around 9:30 a.m., several intruders forced a window, cut panes with a disc cutter, like kind of a movie, and went straight for the glass display cases, officials said. Interior Minister Laurent Nunez, I can't pronounce French. I'm going to be very offensive to the French today, but it's okay because I don't like the French. So the crew entered from outside using a basket lift via the riverfront facade to reach... You're repeating yourselves a lot. Their target was the Gilded Apollon Gallery, where the crown diamonds are displayed, including the Regent and the Sancy and the Hortensia. The thieves smashed 2 display cases and fled on motorbikes, Nunez said. No one was hurt. Alarms brought Louvre agents to the room, forcing the intruders to bolt, but the theft was already done. Okay, so 9:30, they put the ladder truck there, and they just climb right in, smash a window, smash the display cases, and run like they're doing a heist of, like, a jewelry store. 8 objects were taken, according to officials: a sapphire diadem necklace, a single earring from a matching set linked to 19th century French queens Marie-Amélie and Hortense, an emerald necklace and earrings from the matching set of Empress Marie-Louise, Napoleon Bonaparte's second wife, a I can't ever pronounce this word right, Requerolles brooch, Empress Eugenie's diadem, and her large corsage bow brooch, a prized 19th century imperial ensemble. It's a major robbery, Nunez said, noting that security measures at the Louvre have been strengthened in recent years and would be reinforced further as a part of the museum's upcoming overhaul plan. Officials said security upgrades include new generation cameras, perimeter detection, and new security control room, but critics say the measures come far too late. But, like, who wants this shit? Like, people are gonna recognize it. You're gonna put it in your private collection for what? You know, to look at it? You can't wear these things. People are gonna know. Alright, move close for Sunday. Daylight robberies during public hours are rare, I imagine. Pulling one off inside the Louvre with visitors present ranks among Europe's most audacious in recent history, and at least since Dresden's Green Vault Museum in 2019. It also collides with a deep... Fuck off! It also collides with a deeper tension of the Louvre has been struggled to resolve. Swelling crowds and stressed staff. The museum delayed opening during the June staff walkout over overcrowding and chronic understaffing. Unions say mass tourism leaves too few eyes on too many rooms and creates pressure points where construction zones and freight routes and visitor flows meet. Yeah, because I do remember when I was there, again, this was 20 years ago, though, like, a lot of the rooms were just empty, you know? There was a lot of, like, statues. There was also different wings. There was one area that was nothing but, like, ancient Sumerian artifacts, and it was cool shit, man. And they change what's around sometimes, and they bring artists in and out and stuff like that. How could they do it in the middle of the day? Well, I mean, they did it. It happened. Alright, and they're saying the history of robberies. I don't think there's really much else to read, but that is 4 minutes. 4 minutes is all it took them. It's all it took them. That's pretty ballsy. What we know and don't. Forensic teams are examining the site of the crime and adjoining access points while a full inventory is taken. The 30 set officials have described the haul as of inestimable, stop using words I can't say, historical value. Recovery may prove difficult. It's unlikely these jewels will ever be seen again. But again, who the fuck wants them to just, what? Have them in their house? Like some Saudi Arabian prince just has it hanging on his wall now? What's happening? Why do people do this? Or they're just gonna, like, sell all the jewels. Just pop them out of there and sell them, even though they have historical value. Professional crews often break down and recut large, recognizable stones to evade detection. It's actually pretty fucking awful. Because, again, these things do have historical value. So, it's like, again, why do this? Why fucking do this? I don't get it.
At Sconsen Jam sent a super chat. Google the Forge Shopping Center, Parkhead.
Okay.
At Rock Josiah sent a super chat. Proof that a lighter, high-vis jacket and looking like you belong, will get you anywhere.
It can. It can. Especially if you're dumpster diving, by the way.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. I hope pay the police call in Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yeah, they gotta get them on the case. So what is this you're having me look at?
At Venom Wifey T7S sent a super chat. Hi, what did I miss so far?
Nothing much. We're just yapping about various things. Probably gonna wrap up soon. Does this get
At
robbed?
Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. So, where were you when the Louvre was burgled? Flashlight emoji, police officer emoji.
It was in
At
America.
Hikaru9624 sent a super chat. To be fair, it is a French museum. Easy difficulty.
Looks like this place also got robbed. Breaking a heist at the Forge! The Louvre of Scotland! As mass suspects make a getaway in a white van. They robbed a Yankee Candle! The horror!
Edits West 5301 sent a super chat. Why do this? For the love of the game, sigh.
I guess. Oh yeah, I was saying something about the Valentino montage earlier, and I got interrupted or forgot. There were people like, I think I even responded to one of the posts. If I can find it. Listen to Flogging Molly for a little bit, kids, while I... Oh yeah, so there's a montage where Vox is like, Valentino, you gotta stop slapping Angel Dust in public, and Valentino's like, I don't do that, and then Vox plays a montage of him just smacking Angel around and starts laughing, goes, no wait, no, it's not funny anymore, it's not. And it's like, yeah, the show's a comedy, guys. And it's showing how comedically evil the V's are. Like, you can't handle these characters how terrible they are is what's funny about them. Maybe you shouldn't watch the show. Like, how can they say they take sexual assault seriously if they show this? And it's like just a quick montage, again, showing just how terrible Val is. And I think there's like this one scene where he just dunks Angel Dust's head in a cake for no reason. Yeah, they're in hell. Let me see if somebody has uploaded it, because there was already people like bitching about it. Oh yeah, this one they were bitching about because he has a yaoi paddle as just a quick visual gag. Like, get the fuck over it, guys. These are fictional characters. The show is comedic. And how terrible these people are is part of the commentary. He just dunks his head in the cake for no reason. That one was a little funny. Again, he's just being cartoonishly evil in an adult series, alright? I mean, what are they gonna do? You wouldn't shoot a puppy, would you, Val? Yeah, in the face. Why? Like, it's funny when they did it, the baby version of this in Last Wish, but if it's adult humor, then it's bad. Yeah, they're like, oh no, how can they say they take sexual assault seriously when in this montage of how awful Valentino is, there's a yaoi paddle, and it's like, it's a quick visual joke that the fucking animators put in. Will you get the fuck over it? Like, maybe you shouldn't be watching this show then. Maybe the show's not for you. Maybe you're too fucking young to be watching it. Even, like, these fucking 23-year-olds, you have the brains of 16-year-olds because you're so fucking cucked by COVID. Maybe you shouldn't be watching this. Yeah, people in the village. Yeah, that was like the thing I pointed out in my video. My video cut on Libis. Like, all of the V's are terrible people. They're all terrible. They're all unrepentantly, absurdly awful people. That is part of what makes them funny. Katie Killjoy flirting was the most disturbing thing they did. Yeah, I love how we started the season with just Brandon Rogers. Good shit. Yeah, and also Auntie's harassing actual sexual assault victims who are fine with the show and enjoy it. Like, we're gonna abuse real people because we're mad about a fictional series.
Sent a super chat. The comedy is how quickly Vox brought receipts SMH.
That too. Like, he just has receipts of all of this and then started laughing at it himself before he had to go, no, stop. We need to keep up our image, guys. We need to keep up our image. So they're directly rivaling Charlie in this season, where Charlie's like, we're not here to kill angels, we're here to redeem people. If you want to be redeemed, come to the hotel. And then the V's are like, yeah, we're all about killing angels. Come to us. We'll take care of you. Trust us. You know? So that's the whole fucking thing, guys. Like, it's not that hard to understand. Like, this show is not very complicated, and yet people, like, willfully misunderstand it just because they want to say Vivzy Pop bad, and it makes them feel good to tear down a woman who is from the internet and is successful and is putting gay stuff in shows and has skirted the corporate system and is basically pioneering indie animation. But, you know, we gotta tear her down. So anything she does, even if we like it in other media, even if it was fine in other media, even if we're willfully misunderstanding the point, we just gotta find a way to say Vivzy Pop bad. And it's pathetic.
@Sender7288 sent a super chat. Fuyoshi's be like, we need more toxic and abusive gay relationships, and then get that mad when Hazbin shows that.
Yeah, and they act like real people haven't had experiences like Angel Dusts. Like, they act like there aren't real people out there who would relate to this. And even find the humor in the comedic parts. Like, they're just like, no, depicting anything like this is endorsing it, and even if, like, real people out there have actually been through this, fuck them. This should not be allowed to be depicted at all because I personally don't like it, and I don't like the woman who leads the studio who made it. Absolutely fucking pathetic. And if it was a man writing it, they probably would have no problem, you're right. Yeah. I mean, they might still, but they probably wouldn't make the same accusations they do. It's like all the times people are like, oh, the only reason Stolas and Blitzo are having an actual romance is because Vivzy's into yaoi.
Sent a super chat. Remember, victims only matter when they make me look like a saint. The fun police.
Basically. But yeah, the whole like, oh, Vivzy Pop just wants her yaoi fanfiction. That's the only reason Stolas and Blitzo are in an actual romance, when it was Brandon Rogers who was really driving that. You know, the gay man who co-writes the show!
Super chat. At this point, the only new people joining the hotel that actually want to argue will be people's OCs and Sonus.
Yeah, right?
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Sigh, you're not going to be like this. But I don't understand.
You're not going to believe this, but I don't understand. That was a pretty funny line. But, yeah, well, that's the whole point, too, is, like, Charlie's hotel idea has always been kind of stupid, and has always been very naive, and a little, like, you know, offbeat, but she's trying her best. You know, and, like, it's just like how Lucifer warned her, like, people down here suck, Charlie. But there's people she can help. And do those people deserve help, you know? And, like, I've pointed out so many fucking times, what Hazbin Hotel is actually about is fucked up people who are marginalized and kept down in bad situations, which makes them into worse people and gets them into even worse situations, which they can't get out of, because then society turns around and says, well, you belong here. You're a whore. You're a weirdo. You did bad things. You belong here and you belong here forever. You don't deserve a single second of peace. You know, you're a bad person. You deserve to be in the bad people place. Because, you know, you're there. You wouldn't be there if you didn't deserve it. So, I mean, that's how, like, fucking real life works. All the freaks and marginalized people in the margins, they're kept there by mainstream society. And by being told that they belong where they are, and they deserve the bad things that happen to them. That's what the show is actually about. You know, people are treating it too much like it's supposed to be a fantasy lore series, and they're missing the forest for the trees. They're missing the metaphor for the everything.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Boo women. /S.
Yeah, basically. I mean, this is what we've had 3 now. 3 bisexual female showrunners who make shows and get praised for them, that have gay stuff in them, that defy the corporate system, and all 3 of them get shot on endlessly. That would be Rebecca Sugar, and Dana Terrace, and Vivian Madrano. Seems like it's a pattern that these shows run by women with gay themes that defy the corporate status quo constantly get disproportionate scrutiny and disproportionate complaints. Just kind of, you know, I got pattern recognition, you know? I'm just kind of seeing it. And I'm not going to shut up about it. I don't know if they'll have Michael and Gabriel and other angels. I guess we'll have to see. I mean, they got the Ars Goretia, which are more, they're not biblical. They're more, occultism and demonology, and you do get a lot of the other angels in occultism and demonology as well, so maybe they will. Who knows? I mean, we got St. Peter. He's just hanging out. They could bring in anybody. Oh yeah, we're doing Lily's Knights of Guinevere video next week, guys. Don't worry, that'll be the big react next week. As I've repeatedly said, we'll do our announcements again. I'm doing Hazbin Hotel Season 2 episode discussion stream tomorrow at like 5 p.m. EST. I'll probably just put up the VOD after the stream's over. And then Friday, I'm going to do the Alan Wake DLC for Control. I finally beat the game. The game was harder than I expected. I thought I was going to get through it a little faster. It doesn't have a difficulty setting, and it does expect you to grind a bit, but we got through it, despite my bitching and moaning and complaining that the whole fucking screen was red by the end and I couldn't see what the fuck I was doing. I actually ended up putting on my blue light glasses, which miraculously helped a bit. Yeah, it's almost like there's something called the glass ceiling, where women are just disproportionately treated like shit in certain industries to keep them down, and it's almost like it's subconscious on some people's parts, because it's just a ever-present social pressure to just make sure women can't get quite as high as men can in certain industries. I'm just saying. Just saying. You didn't miss much, Tyler. We talked about most of our topics. I'm probably going to wrap up in a few minutes here at 4. Just a short chill art stream this week. Hopefully I'll have much more of these pages done for you guys by then. But yeah, I did some inking off screen as well, as you can see. I was having so much trouble with Spinell's gem here for some reason. We've talked about Lio Convoy. We've talked about Hazbin Hotel. We did some Bible story spurging. We talked about the Lourve Heist. We talked about Saint Onii-san. Rebecca Sugar identifies as a non-binary woman, so she still calls herself a woman, so you should probably keep that in mind. Point remains, it's always female showrunners that get this treatment. Especially the ones that put gay themes in their work. I mean, you can't really remove the misogyny from it, I'm just saying, you know? That is what is driving it here. I'm definitely not wearing the crown of Napoleon's third wife on my head right now. Definitely not.
Rain Banana sent a super chat. The only person I've seen fall in this misogynistic cycle is Gooseworx. She's trans and the creator of the amazing digital circus.
Oh, people give Goose plenty of shit too. They do. Goose is just a lot meaner, I think, and a lot more undiscernible. Goose is always just out there. She's always just posting like the weirdest shit on Twitter. I think that might intimidate some people. I think that's what spares her from some of it, but people bitch about Gooseworx plenty, too. They're already like, Gooseworx is putting too much fan service in. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. We won't be doing episode discussions of Digital Circus, because I feel like it's just too late. I feel like it's just too late to start that. However, after the show ends, maybe we'll do like a final wrap-up on it or something as an episode discussion stream type deal. You know, just talk about all the episodes, because I have said that Goose is a fucking cryptid. Like, the others I've mentioned, Dana Terrace, Rebecca Sugar, Vivzy Pop, they're all a bit more personable. They put themselves out there, like, professionally. And then you have Gooseworx, just over here saying, like, just over here on Twitter saying, I want to put Jax through a laundry wringer, and that's the entire tweet. Or just, you check Goose's Twitter, she just has a tweet up like, I died yesterday, and you're like, okay. Like, you can't get a read on her. I think that's how she dodges this shit. It's like, just be so weird, people can't even say anything to you. That's her strategy, I think. I should aspire to such things. Yeah. In fact, let's just, that's how we'll end stream. Let's just go see what Gooseworx has posted on Twitter recently. They're always bangers. They're always bangers, man. Oh, what's Gooseworx up to? Dolphin.
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Hey, someone basically stole the crown of Baranzaya.
Oh, really? Yeah. Here we go. Here's one of Gooseworx's latest tweets. Aliens made me addicted to gambling. All my money away at the casino. Ever since I got abducted, I can't stop. Like, what do you even say to that? Is Ratboy Genius a Vocaloid? By 2027, you'll be able to digitally alter your own sexuality through crypto and HDMI cables. Yeah, I think Goose's strategy is being crazy.
88 sent a super chat. Goose's haters want to come over and cook chicken on her stove without checking the temperature. They just know, they say.
I think Mario could kill everyone, you know, easily. Turning 51 today. Maybe Sugar and Madrano and Terra should all take a page out of Goose's work and just post the most mind-numbing, confusing things on Twitter, and everyone will leave them alone. Sorry these next few episodes are taking a bit longer. It's because I'm falling apart and dissolving in acid. Cosplay photo. New York is known for its molecules. Very, very true, Goose. Very, very true, Goose. I've never been outside, but it sounds like something from Roblox. If I owned Twitter, I would make it so every photo of a person gets automatically put through a filter that turns the subject into a burn victim, and there's no way to turn it off. See, this is how Goose avoids hate, just being completely incomprehensible. It's a good strat. It's a good strategy. Decided to wreck the proverbial boat by vomiting green slime all over the captain's wife. Where did she come up with this shit? I think we finally need to have a talk about how inconsiderate we are as a species toward advertisements and smog. I read my two-factor authentication number too fast and it rewired my brain to be sexually attracted to motorcycles permanently. Radio signals keep getting in the way of my mental schematics for a new type of ergonomic floor that's built with standing and walking in mind. Goose, whatever the fuck you're on, I want some. Here's Jack's address. Very good. Okay, I think that's about where we're gonna end today, guys. My brain has been too melted by Gooseworx tweets now. See? You can't even insult her. Hello? Why did everything just stop? I think Gooseworx just broke my stream, guys. My music just stopped dead and the super chat's not coming through. I think this is a sign. I think Gooseworx knows I'm reading her Twitter. I need to get out of here, guys.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. See the Goose tweets. Oh yeah. Prime raised on Tumblr energy /positive.
Oh yeah. I think Goose is in her early 30s? But yeah, so reading Gooseworx tweets, my music just stopped dead and my super chat broke for a minute. Guys, is she behind me? Oh god. I need to go. I need to get out of here. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow at the episode discussion stream. Bye! And now my OBS won't even let me end. It's lagging. No! Oh god, guys! I'm about to be murdered! I'm about to be murdered by Gooseworx. I can't...